Hi, welcome back to Highway Life. Today we're going to be doing some magic content. Been waiting for this pretty much since pre-release. It was supposed to come for pretty much. I guess technically retailers release on actual release, but regardless, this is still late. It kind of sucks that I always see people posting videos of them opening this like 2-3 days before the actual even pre-release date, and it's like, man, these I don't know like who their ins are or like they're sponsored or it's I don't know. It's also just strange to me that people who clearly have enough to, support a whole channel and they have all this like magic product to showcase, they just get sent more freebies from Wizards of the Coast to help, sell more of their product. Whereas small creators like myself, all we can really do is wait for our stuff to come in the mail and pay our markup MSRP prices. But regardless, I've been super excited for this one. Luckily, I was intuitive enough to know that they were probably going to try to make this Secrets of Strixhaven like desirable because I think the original Secrets of Strixhaven, while the mystical archives and everything did make it good, the overall set itself you know, wasn't that beloved. It's like one of the most, I don't know. Let's just say that it was on sale for like the longest time for just the regular product. The only thing people would want from it was the collector boosters just to get the mystical archives. So I had a feeling they were going to be trying to like make up for that in the set, which they did print some, I would say like decently powerful stuff. And then the mystical archives itself was like the frosting on top, the cherry on top. I don't know. I'm gonna pull up the mystical archives as well because I don't know all of them by heart. Uh, should have done this before. Sorry, but that's fine. Uh, yeah. Okay. So we are ready to go. All right. So I guess I'll just try to take my time with this, and hopefully we get some nice clear images on the camera. I know every time I open packs on video, it's not exactly like the best. Also, what is up with these packs? I can't open them with my usual pack check. Usually the flap usually the flap is going the other way so I can like grab it there, but okay, there we go. I'm like I have not opened collector boosters in well, I did open the I did get the like OG Strixhaven collector, but that was Japanese, so I didn't actually pay like crazy prices. I literally paid like a play booster's value of a collector booster for it. So yeah, this is like my first time like paying this much for a booster box. To be frank, I think I'm actually gonna look at some of these cards because I mean like I think there are some just decent cards in general in the main set, and it always does this, man. Okay, okay, oh, there we go. I don't know why this camera always takes so long to focus. Might need to upgrade my camera setup soon. Alright, brush off. Snooping page. Deals combat, draw a card, lose one life. Can't be blocked. That's not too bad. Oh, here's our Mystic Archive. I'm pretty sure there's a stock up, which is great because stock up is just a fantastic card in today's environment. I don't really care for it, but I mean, it does do. You're pretty much putting two cards in your hand, right? Library. Look at the top five and choose two and put them in here. Yep, this is stock up for sure. Pick your poison. So that's the other Mystic Archives. You got a forest. I was gonna say leaf. They get a Pokemon too much. Joined researchers. So secret rendezvous on here. Not the greatest, I don't think. Quintorius History Chaser. So this is the commander in the Lorehold commander deck. Pretty neat. Oh, Dawning Arcade. I think this is one of the better cards. Cause once for each instant or sorcery, you cast an sorcery, you may. Oh, whenever it attacks, you may cast instant or sorcery from a graveyard without paying its cost. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Oh, another Mystical Archive. So this one is white and black. Uh, attack. I think this is hold on. It says like this says artifact and or enchant player. Yeah, I have no idea. I like the first three words are just a jumble of a bunch of like English katakana words. Here we go. Fracture. Yeah, I'm not familiar with this card. Just, oh, I know. I do. I know this card. Destroy artifact, enchantment, or planeswalker. Oh, it's planeswalker. I just read the plane part and I was like, planes? I don't know any card that interacts with planes. There we go. Another. I think this is Jessica's will. And this is. Oh my god, this is silver foil. Yo, I think. Oh my god, that's a great pull. Or silver scroll. Yeah, silver scroll. Oh my gosh, that I think that's a good hit. Jessica's will. Yeah, that's Jessica's will. Oh my gosh. I always do this. I always like don't prepare sleeves because I always assume I'm not gonna pull like anything too crazy. But that, oh my gosh. The foiling on these lens look so good compared to like I'm glad that they found a way to further enhance the mystical archives and not just entirely do the same thing again. Yeah, that was a pretty good pack. I don't know how much like value cards are worth right now, especially the mystical archive and silver scroll stuff, but I mean, if that's like one of the cards that is up there, maybe I'll sell it so that I can actually afford stuff. I'm looking at the token. Silly me. Is there reverse side? Spirit? Fractal? Fractal. Nice. Deluge Virtuoso. Okay. Potioner's Trove. Gain 2 life. That's actually not too bad in my Hope mill deck. Quick Study. Masterful Flourish. Arnin, Deathblown Botanist. Good with pests. Not good in my Aristocrats deck though, because I usually pump all my tokens. Additive Evolution. Create a fractal, put 3 counters at the beginning, put a counter on creature you control, gains vigilance. That's pretty good. Might be able to put that in Atraxa. But I mean, my Atraxa is pretty like solid already, so I don't think I really need to make changes to it. Monstrous Rage. Hate this card. It's a good card, but slide a hand like top 2 cards, put 1 in hand and 1 on the bottom. Nice. Island. Oh, yes. Storm Carved Coast. Always great to pull these lands. Honestly, a lot of the stuff I want to do from like multicolor is always on turn 3 anyways, so these lands are way better than one would expect. Turbulent Moor. Unless your opponents control 8 or more lands. So pretty much turn 2, you're not going to be able to see it act online, but turn 3, so it pretty much functions the same, yeah. Maelstrom Artisan. Cool, cool. Brotherhood's End. Each creature and each planeswalker, yep. And Converting Council. So I guess they don't always come with the Japanese ones, huh? Put a growth counter, 5 or more creatures you can get +3/+3. That's kind of, I don't know, that's kind of a, like, there's a lot of hoops you have to go through just to get that pump effect. But it is 2 mana, so it's like, if you don't have anything better to be doing, then maybe. I don't think I'd run it. Mindful Biomancer. Enters, gain 1. Sorry, I just need to. I hate how I have to get it in focus for every set of packs. Honestly, I should just have like. I should just have the focus controls Yeah, I'll just keep my focus controls on screen, and then I'll autofocus everything. All right, Mindful Biomancer, Last Grasp, Ascendant Dust Speaker, Shopkeeper's Bane, just a fight effect, Dual Tactics. Deal 1 damage to target creature, can't block this turn. Sorry, I'm just adjusting some of my windows. When you gain life for the first time, it becomes prepared. Each opponent loses 2 life. That's not too bad in a Aristocrats deck, especially if you like are able to generate a bunch of colored mana infinitely, and then every time a creature dies, you gain life. You can just, but of course it's sorcery speed, but and you could make it work, right? What is this creature? Oh, this is what's it called? Bulk up, yeah. Because it has a flashback 6, and it doubles the power. Knockout maneuver. Put +1 target creature you control, then it deals damage equal to power. Just a standard 3 mana punch, but giving power. Antiquities on loose. Create 2 red white spirits, and you can put counters on them if it's flashbacked or cast some other way. Renegade Bull. Recasting this gets +X+O, where X is mana spell's mana value. For graveyard copy, it may cast a copy. So it is effectively, you don't have to cast something first. You can already have something ready in the graveyard. Another Shattered, or not another, but Shattered Sanctum, great. Always great to pull. Always happy to pull lands, honestly. Veil of Summer, nice. Draw a card. If an opponent has cast a blue or black spell this turn, spells you control can't be countered. Union permanents you control gain hexproof from blue and black. Very nice. Sundown Pass. Let's then establish you control 2 or more other lands. Yep, so most lands are going to be that, so I'm not going to read the effect of the lands. If I can remember not to. It's kind of just a force of habit now. That should be the next card cycle, force of habit. Burrog Barrage. Fight Answer. Hydro Channeler. Oops. Paradox Gardens. Pigment Wrangler. Thorn Fist Striker. Sky Coach Waypoint. If that, I kind of wonder how the next time they'll do a prepared set is. It's like, oh, Taigun. No. Oh, this is Feed the Swarm, right? Nice. Glad that they're putting a bunch of cards that I run in like Commander decks. So I'm pretty sure that's why they're doing this though. Return the Favor, pretty cool card. I think you can use this to like change the target of target spell or ability with single target. I don't know if like casting like I feel like I've seen it used in a way to like take control of the spell. Wild Growth Archaic. This creature enters with +1/+1 counter for each color of mana spent to cast it. Here's about. I feel like they keep doing this theme where it's like the number of colors, but it's like it's 5 unless do they can't waste his colors? No, I don't think, right? Unless they add the purple like they were planning. But Merchant of Venom. Whenever enters, each player sacrifices a creature. Whenever a player sacrifices a creature, put a +1/+1 counter on it. That's pretty good. Flashback. Target instant or sorcery card in your graveyard gains flashback. Flashback equal to its mana cost. I think that's pretty good. I think this is the Brotherhood's End again. Yeah. But this is in the Japanese Mystical Archives. Stirring Hope Singer. Instant or sorcery targets a creature. Put a +1 on each creature you control. That's pretty good. So you just have like a bunch of protection or hexproof. Alright. Burrog Banemaker. This card destroyed me at pre-release. Dude had like a full play set of them. Maybe the creature regained life. You can reveal 2 creatures or land. That's not that bad. Run behind. Tam, Observant Sequencer, becomes a pair, draw a card. Deep Sight. Practice Scrollsmith. Exile target non-creature, non-land from your graveyard until the end of your next turn. You can make cast that card. Becomes repaired, gains +2/+0, gains Death Touch. Disdainful Stroke. Honestly, the least exciting card to pull from Mystical Archives. This is like the most pulled Mystical Archive set I've seen pulled at pre-release and by me. Duty Beyond Death. You can sacrifice a creature, gain creatures you control gain indestructible, and put a +1/+1 counter on them. Island. Mathemagics. I already have one of these from pre-release, so not too exciting. Striding Shot Caller. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, it becomes prepared. And then you can do X, green, and a blue. Put a +1 on each of up to X creatures to gain flying, and you draw a card. This is not bad in Atraxa. Need a Forum Conciliator. When you cast a spell you don't own, put +1 on each creature you control. Sacrifice another creature, exile instant or sword from a player's graveyard, may cast that, and mana of any type can be spent to cast that spell. Okay, Calling the Weak. Sacrifice a creature and you get put 4 black. That's pretty good. I should find a use for that. Oh, I've been hoping to pull one of these. When you cast an instant or sorcery, target player mills 3 cards. If player 5 or more mana can cast that spell, the player mills 10 cards instead. Fantastic. As you can tell from how I talk, I do like building mill. Alright, so after this pack, we're pretty much halfway through. After the Silver Scroll Jessica's Will, we're kind of, things are like, quieted down a bit, so hopefully we can still pull some cool stuff. Textbook Tabulator. Increment. I like Evolve better. Increment's just Strixhaven's version of Simic. Like, quite literally. You gain 2 life, you gain 2... Loses life, you gain 2 Unsettled Mockery, 4 Survey 1, Graduation Day. Targets a creature, put a +1 target creature you control. 1 mana. That's not too bad. Fractalize. Impractical Joke. Oh, this is... creature dice. Until the end of your turn, creatures get +2/+0. This is Monstrous Rage. Yeah, I should have figured. Just based on the stat boost it gives. Just the regular one. Sleight of hand. Look at the top 2 cards. Put 1 in your hand and 1 on the bottom. Forest. Grave Researcher. Beginning of your upkeep, survey 1, and then if there's 3 or more, it becomes repaired, and at which time you can cast Reanimate. I feel like this slots into a lot of decks. I don't know if I'd run it in every deck, but it's not a bad card to just have, especially if you're pulling these cards and you don't have a reanimate, it's like, might as well. Eclipsed Step. 2 or more basic. Color Storm Stallion. Ward and Haste. Whenever you cast instant sword, it gets +1/+1. Create a token that's a copy of this creature. Whoa. Then it just stays around permanently. That's pretty cool. Crop Rotation. Great. Mystical Archive. Sacrifice a land, search a library for a land, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Antiquities on the loose, we've seen that already. And Inkling to it. Okay. Pretty cool first half. Definitely a lot of cards I can already run, so I'm already happy with that. And hopefully we can... I do want a Cyclonic Rift. The art on it is a little cat, so... But plus I've also never opened a Cyclonic Rift. I think I've opened almost every other card. I haven't opened a Vampiric Tutor, obviously, but... of the 2, I think I'd rather open the Cyclonic Rift for the cat. The Strife, Vibrant Outburst, Tester of the Tangential. You may pay X, move X counters onto another creature. Interesting. Group project. Create a token. Alright, we got 1 mana. Oh, this is a Requisition Raid. Monstrous Rage again. We have like 3 Monstrous Rages in this box. Petrified Hamlet, great card. Nexus Mentality. Choose one. If you draw commander as you cast the spell, you may choose both instead. Move all counters from a target non-land permanent you control onto another target non-land permanent. Move all counters from target non-land permanent you control. Draw a card for each counter. Move this away. Yo, that's pretty cool. Imagine removing this from like the calendar. The one that like if you have 1,000 counters on it, you win the game. It's like, oh, I'm gonna draw remove 500 counters from my calendar and draw 500 cards. Mind into matter. Draw X cards. You may put permanent value X or less from the battlefield from hand onto the battlefield tapped. Calling Ritual. Destroy each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. Add black or green for each permanent destroyed this way. Great for getting rid of like food tokens. Fortunately, like treasure, they can just sack in response. Suspend Aggression. On top card of your library, each of those cards is only play until end of next turn. Interesting. And then we got a little art card of Tragedy Feaster. It's a shame that these sets are only like, they only get like a month to breathe before the next set comes out. It's like, even if I considered drafting, but I'm assuming a lot of the decisions have been made based on like collected data. So I'm gonna assume that like they've realized that after a month, people just probably stop going to draft, and they're like, you know what, let's just get a new set out there after the draft has died down, and we'll just get a new wave of products so that people can start spending again. Because Spellbook Seeker, draw 2, discard 2, Noxious Newt, Ancestral Anger, Lewin, Exchange Student. So you can make quite a bit of pass with this. End of the Hunt. Hey, 2 mana. Wow. Lorehold Charm, sacrifice non-token artifact, return artifact or creature, mana value 2 or less. Creatures you can only gain +1/+1 and trample. Deduce, draw a card, investigate. Oh, we got another Silver Scroll. Not Jessica's Will, but this looks like it is Stock Up. You got a Silver Scroll Stock Up. Pretty sweet. Or so beautiful, beautiful foiling. That's like some of the best foiling I've seen on Magic. Like usually, like foiling looks like this, and I feel like it's like minimal effort compared to a lot of other card games. But the Silver Scrolls are all in their own league right now. Resonating Loot. Happy to have a second copy of this. I do like building a deck with this in it, but I don't know. I like this. Does exactly what I want in a card. Tech packs you go get +1/+0. Exile a card. You can create a pest. Harmonized Trio. Tap 2, untap. This creature becomes prepared. Draw 3, put 2 cards from hand on top of the library. So you get Brainstorm for this. Oh, I think this is Armageddon. No. Yeah, Armageddon. That's sorry, just the spelling of it. I think it literally says Harumageddon. Harumageddon. So like the only way they can get you to do the Aru is it? Unless I'm just being silly. But yeah, it's Armageddon. Whoa. And Moment of Reckoning. Choose same mode more than once. I'm probably dumb. It probably is an A. I haven't looked at the A in katakana in forever. It just looks like the looks like the hiragana. All right. Send in the pest. Send in the clowns. Technical artist. Excite inventory. Hungry Grapholin. Strixhaven Sky Coach. You search for a land and put in your hand. Killian's Confidence. Gets +1/+1, draw a card. When it deals combat damage, you can pay 1 and you can return the card to your hand. Very good and limited. Muse Seeker. When you cast Instant Sorcery, draw a card. Discard a card unless 5 or more mana was spent to cast that spell. Not that bad. Repel Calamity. Destroy a target creature power with power toughness 4 or greater. Spell Pierce. The spoiling looks alright. Looks alright for this card. Counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 2. Swamp. Exhibition Tidecaller. So we got a second copy of that now. Sweet. Fateful Tempest. Starting with you, each player votes for past or present. You mill a card for each past vote. Then Fateful Tempest deals damage to each opponent equal to the mana value of those cards milled this way. Exile top card of your life for each present vote. Until the end of your next turn, you may play exiled cards. I feel like this card is a very easy decision to make for the opponent, so I don't think it's a very good card. Especially when you get to see a bit of their deck already. Joined Researchers, we saw this already. Oh, now we got a 4 mana red 1/1 Goblin. Make 2 red 1 up. So this is Empty the Warrens, I think. Empty the Warrens, yeah. Just a regular Empty the Warrens. Applied Geometry. Create a token that's a copy of creature, except it's a fractal, and you put 6 1/1 counters on it. Alright, we're down to our last 3 packs. Hopefully I got my values worth at the very least. But, I mean, this has been very fun to open. Just because I don't get to open collector boosters pretty much. Other than these last 2 times where I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's treat ourselves a bit, because I was feeling a bit down. But, yeah. Terrafractal. Cool. Imperious Ink Sage. Strife Scholar. Wander Off. Abstract Paint Mage. Pest Brood Sloth. I'm sorry, I'm like spoiling a bit, but it's the only way I can really hold the cards. Living History. When you attack, if a card left the graveyard, creature +2/+0. It's very niche, I would say. What is this? 1 and a green. Don't know, library. Look for 1 card. I think it's like mill 1 card. Wait, I don't know. Let's double check. I don't always trust my reading. And for good reason. This is Shared Roots. Oh, it's just search your library for a basic land, put it onto the Valve tab. Hop to it. Mountain. Arc of Hunger. Whenever 1 card leave your graveyard, deals 1 damage to each opponent and you gain 1 life. So this is good if you're able to like mill 1 at a, or like get 1 card out of your graveyard at a time. Is it rare? Yeah, it is. Turbulent Step, we've seen that. Mana Sculpt, awesome. Counter target spell, if you control a wizard, add an amount of colorless equal to the amount of mana spent to cast that spell at the beginning of your next main phase. Preordain, scry 2 draw. Archmage Emeritus, sweet. Recast or copy an instant or sorcery, draw a card. I needed one of this for one of my decks, so happy to have this. And a fractal token. Alright, down to our last 2 packs. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you guys just like pack openings, let me know what kind of stuff you want to see me open. Otherwise, I do plan to start like doing a video with my friend, a series with my friend. Studious first year, so keep a lookout for that. But yeah, hopefully it's fun, and hopefully I can edit well enough. Cast instant story, target creature. Each opponent loses one. Gain one. Stoned Docent, Spectacle Summit. Environmental Scientist. Search your library basic, put in your hand. So yeah, they're doing a lot to try to rectify some mana screw, because that's like a 2 mana cost. So it's like keeping 2 lander hands is definitely much more feasible now. Quandrix Charm, Garrison Excavator, Bulk Up. The English version. English version is very nice. Oh, what is this? Tamano Motenashi. Uh. I hate these. I hate these like rules-based texts. So much easier to read conversation. So this is an instant, 1 mana, +1/+1. What card does all this? Royal treatment. Oh, that's why. Gains. It's the whole royal token part. Because there's one part of it is like token, make 1 token. But it's like what 1 mana spell makes a token, and it's literally just a royal roll. Alright, planes. Practice offense. +1 on each creature target player controls. Gains double strike or lifelink. Ominous Harvest. Gravestorm. I actually don't know what Gravestorm does. Target player draws a card and loses 1 life. I think it's like one you copy for every card that's went to the graveyard this turn. Apply geometry. We've seen that. Return the ranks. So it's convoke. Return X creature cards mana of X 2 or less for the graveyard to battlefield. Silver Quill the Disputant. This is the only Elder Dragon I've pulled from this set so far. Each instant sorcery spell you cast has casualty 1. I don't think it's like. I think it's like one of the weaker dragons, because you kind of have to pay the additional cost if you want the benefits. Whereas the others kind of just gain an innate benefit. But all right, last pack. Let's see what we can pull in this. Last cast, Visionary's Dance, Pet Mascot, Heated Argument, Soaring Stone Glider, Scolding Administrator, Lecturing Scorn Mage. Oh, this is Deduce. Yep. Draw 1 card and then investigate. Bitter Triumph, additional cast, discard a card, pay 3 life. Go to Forest. Emeritus of Woe. It's probably one of the better Emeritus in this set. If 2 more creatures die, it becomes prepared, but it's harder to get the trigger off. But I mean, yeah. Dirger Focus Mage. Instant sorceries cost 1 less. Becomes prepared, and you can do Brain Geyser. Okay. Emeritus of Woe. Okay. 2 of them. Not bad. And we got a Prismatic Ending. Just a regular. And we got a Moso Veins New Deem. Create a 1/1 black green pest. Attacks, gain 1 life. Gain life, return up to 1 creature card, or X is the amount of life you gain this turn. That's pretty cool. And that's it. Fungal Beasts, and go. Thanks so much for joining me for this. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this set. This is probably the only time I'm ever really going to get to open collectors. So, I mean, I want to open the superheroes Marvel collector if they have cool stuff, but I don't know. It's like 700 a box. I'm not rich, so thanks for joining me. I hope to catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.